When I first heard the word lymphoma, I honestly thought it just meant swollen lymph nodes. But when I actually sat down to study it, I realized it's much deeper than that. And once I made this one-page mind map, everything suddenly made sense. So in this video, I'll walk you through exactly how I understood lymphoma. Simply, step by step. Inside our bone marrow, tiny factories produce blood cells. Some grow into B cells, your body's antibody makers. They learn, mature, and defend you against infections. But sometimes one of them stops following the rules and keeps multiplying. This is where lymphoma starts. The primary cell in bone marrow, giving rise to all different kind of cells called as HSC, gives rise to B lymphoblast, then B lymphocyte, then the naive B cells detach from bone marrow, enter into the bloodstream circulation, and enter the lymph node. In the lymphoid follicles, the B cells travel through the mantle zone, germinal center, post-germinal center to become mature. On exposure to a pathogen, these mature B cells form memory B cell and plasma cell. If this mistake happens early, in naive B cell or post-germinal center, it can cause chronic lymphocytic leukemia. If it happens later in mantle zone, it may cause mantle zone lymphoma. If in germinal center, it can cause follicular or Burkitt's lymphoma or diffuse large B-cell lymphoma. These are the different types of non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. So each lymphoma really represents a B-cell stuck at a different point of its journey. Non-Hodgkin's lymphoma also includes multiple myeloma and hairy cell leukemia. Because of defect in plasma cells and memory B cells respectively. On the other hand, Hodgkin's lymphoma arises from a special type of B cell due to viral and malignant transformation, called as Reed-Sternberg cell. When to suspect that you or anyone who you know should get checked for lymphoma. The symptoms include fever, cough, weight loss, and lymph node swelling, most commonly in the neck region. Now these symptoms can be present even in any kind of infection. But if they don't resolve over time, you might think of visiting a doctor. In Hodgkin's lymphoma, the spread is from one lymph node to another, and extranodal involvement is rare. On the other hand, in non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, involvement of other organs like gut, liver, and spine is common. For diagnosis, biopsy of the lymph node is commonly done. Let's talk about the different types of non-Hodgkin's lymphoma one by one. In CLL, chromosome 13q mutation is most common, and on peripheral smears smudge cells can be seen, and the lymph node biopsy shows pseudofollicle. Next is mantle zone lymphoma, which includes BCL1 mutation, and the lymph node biopsy shows mantle zone proliferation. Next is the follicular lymphoma, which shows BCL2 mutation, and the lymph node biopsy shows true follicles. Next is DLBCL, which shows either BCL6 or BCL2 mutation, and lymph node biopsy shows diffuse effacement by moderate to large lymphocytes. Next is Burkitt's, which has CMYC mutation, and bone marrow aspiration shows cytoplasmic vacuoles, and the lymph node biopsy shows starry sky appearance. Next is marginal lymphoma, which has BCL10 mutation. In hairy cell leukemia, there is BRAF mutation, and bone marrow biopsy shows fried egg appearance. Last one is multiple myeloma, with chromosome 14q being more common than 13q, and the peripheral smear shows Hoff cells, Mott cells, flame cells, Russell and Dutcher bodies. For Hodgkin's lymphoma, there is classical and MPM classical types. The non-classical shows popcorn cells in peripheral smear. The treatment has progressed a lot where radiotherapy and chemotherapy with drugs like adriamycin, bleomycin, vinblastine and dacarbazine. Thank you. Stay tuned for more such videos at MedSnap 1 Ment.